Good afternoon, all my friends out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Reality of God. Coming up next, we're going to talk about a few things, and I'm here on location. I'm at the southern part of Lake Superior. I'm actually the UP of Michigan right now, near Marquette, Michigan, and I'm right here looking out at Lake Superior. Beautiful, gorgeous lake. And that's coming up next here on Reality of God. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ron. Welcome back to Reality of God. I am out here on location in the Great North. I'm in Michigan, in the northern peninsula of Michigan. I gotta get my geography straight. But I'm looking out at Lake Superior out here at a beautiful day. A little bit on the chilly side right now. It's about, feels like it's 50 degrees just right here by the lake, and where I just came from it was like 70 degrees. So once you get by the lake, it just gets really cold. But anyways, I thought I'd come out here and make a video. I'm doing a drive out to Wisconsin, and then I'm headed back to Minnesota tomorrow. Had a little work thing going on in Michigan, so I thought I'd take a little detour through the Upper Peninsula, as I'd never been here before, so this is my first time. But I wanted to make a video today as I got a lot of things I was thinking about. I was on the road. A lot of things that are going on in the world today. Of course, we know about the Iranian president. We know about that.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I won't get into much about that. I know I was prophetic, and it was actually talked about by a lot of the prophets. Robin Bullock and Manuel Johnson talked about it, and who else? I think it was, I can't remember. But anyways, that happened. So we know that things are starting to take place. We're going down the final stretch right now, guys. We are at the final stretch of what's going to be probably a very dark period, but it'll be very short. And just so you know that we just got to be, prepared on what is coming. The good news is that, I like to say what Manuel Johnson says. The good news is the bad news did not work out. So that's what I like to say. Anyways, I wanted to make a quick video today and to just kind of make my weekly video here on Reality of God, besides the lakefront here. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is I heard a really good teaching by Lance Wallnau the other day. He was talking about the 7 mountains. Of course, he talks about the 7 mountains all the time. And he was talking about the 7 mountain, I'd say the 7 mountain mandate, and how the church has only focused on their mountain. You have the 7 mountains, you have the church, you have the arts and entertainment, you have the economy, you have education, you have the mountain of government, and so forth. I can't think of the others, but he talks about these mountains. I'm going to play a clip for you here in a second, and I want you to watch what he says. Just little brief clips, 4 minutes long, and
we're waiting.
It's pretty fascinating what he's talking about, how the church has kind of missed the whole idea of go ye, therefore, unto all nations, makes disciples of all nations. Okay, if you read in the scriptures what Jesus said, go ye therefore and make disciples of all nations. What he talks about here in this video is the church has mainly focused on the church mountain, and the devil, like Soros and everything, has taken on the other mountains. So it's pretty fascinating what he says in this video. But I'll play the video for you, and I'll come back with you here, and we'll talk about it a little bit more.
Prophetic prayer would precede rulers that would come up, the Cyrus ruler. And what I'm looking at here is actual Bible. That's why it's so cool. God's given us the pattern for the future in the Bible. When Israel became a nation in 1948, you can go back and look at when Israel came back to the land in the Bible, and everything that happened when Israel returned is what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, Esther and Nehemiah, and everything that can be shaken will be shaken. Those are all post-exile, returning back to Jerusalem stories. Therefore, if you want to know the future, The way that I'm looking at it is, it all lines up with what happened to Israel when they came back into the land. Cyrus came up into power in answer to the prophecies and prayers of Jeremiah and Isaiah and Daniel. They positioned a breakthrough in government. The reason why America's in the shape that it's in, I'll put it to you over here. Oh, good, we got a line right here. Here's another illustration for you. It's real fast. America is a great nation. America's been taken over. You know why? Because the church mountain over here focused on the church mountain. Revivals, breakthrough, meetings, salvation, evangelism, TV, build your ministry, build your mailing list, more revival. We got Lakeland, we got Todd Bentley, we got Toronto, we got Pensacola, we got Ronnie Howard Brown. And what did the United States get? Soros, who took over the rest of it. Why? Because we focused on revival exclusively. We didn't focus on making disciples of nations. We didn't focus in discipling America. We focused, and the theory was, and I'm part of the mistake, I thought the same thing. Well, you know, we can just light this stick of dynamite over here called the church, boom, it'll all get sucked into the church with a great revival explosion. The Lord stopped me one day and said, where'd you get that from? I said, well, if the church breaks through, it'll change the nation. The Lord said, is that what I said? Did I say, if you can just get the right elixir and explode the church over here, it'll suck the city in? I said, well, I thought that works. The Lord said, what part of go ye do you not understand? I said, well, this is it. We all do that. The Lord says, exactly. Go ye. That's what I got the 7M to 7 Mountain Revelation thing. The church is over here. Family hangs out with the church over here. Education's over here. Government's over here. Media's here. Entertainment's over here. And then your Wall Street and your business is over here. We're over here. We separate ourselves. Separation of church and state. The devil tells you that. So what does the devil do? I think I'm going to take care of all your education system. I'm going to put a little gateway there. He's going to take over education. This is why you've got the problem you've got right now. You wouldn't have the demons coming in for your children if they didn't come in through the gate of education. Well then, I'll tell you what about, I'm sitting there before Trump even said fake news. I knew it. If we don't start getting a hold of media will become a propaganda arm for the Antichrist. Same thing with the arts. Same thing with Wall Street right now. And then of course, the crown prince of it is down there in Washington. And why is that? I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. The best I can figure out, if the gates of hell aren't going to prevail against the church, then the church is going to have to go ye where the gates are. Is that not wrong, obvious? I'm talking obvious.
Okay, so that was Lance Wallnau, very funny guy. I love watching him. And so he was talking about, in that video, about the 7 mountains. And what I've been talking about on this channel the whole time. Why have we been sitting, waiting for the rapture, waiting for the end, waiting for Jesus to come back, when we have been given further instructions that we've got thousands of years ago of the 7 mountains? You know, Jesus said, go ye therefore unto the world and make disciples of nations. We've kind of missed that mark and mainly focused on revivals locally, you know, for the church. And of course you had these, you know, revival breakouts, which were wonderful. You know, people got saved, people got healed. There was a lot of good things that came out of them. But I'm telling you, there's a lot more to this that meets the eye. And God is doing some amazing things. He's waking us up, first of all. And more people are thinking, you know, this is just all rapture, 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 when actually in reality, it is God's like slapping us in the face. You know, when if you watch Back to the Future, how George McFly is like, hello, anybody home? Think, McFly, think. That's what God's doing us to the church right now. God is waking us up. We are all in this together. and we have to go ye therefore unto all nations and make disciples of nations. Jesus is not going to come back to the church as it is. It's just not going to happen. No! He's not going to come back to this bride that is, just we'll get a few people saved here and there, and that's pretty much the bottom line. No, he's coming back for a glorious church, and it's going to be a more of a victorious comeback rather than a what it is now. And I'm telling you, there's like an absolute and utter call out to the church that's saying, hey, wake up, we need to get things done. We need to go out and make disciples of nations. A lot of people say, well, it's already been done. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Because if you think about the 7 mountains, education, arts and entertainment, so forth, it has been taken over by Satan himself.
All there, black and white, clear as crystal.
So he may not have the church mountain, but some churches that I do feel. But I always say this in every one of my videos. Jesus said, I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. Not prevail. Underline that. Not prevail against it.
All there, black and white, clear as crystal.
So the bottom line is we need to just seek out what God has for us, do our assignment, stop sitting on our butts, waiting for the rapture. This is what this whole channel is all about. It's to bring hope, and we are going to see glory days, not gloomy days. And even though it looks gloomy right there now, it's cold and gloomy right now, but I'm telling you, it's beautiful. I love the lake. I love being by the lake. I just saw Lake Michigan and then Lake Superior. But we are on a mission from God. We have an assignment, and we just got to get things rolling. And God is with us. And when God is with us, who could be against us? Anyways, that's going to be my video for today on location here in Michigan. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was short and sweet today, but I want to get on the road before the weather gets pretty nasty. It's supposed to get pretty bad down the road, like some heavy rain and storms. So I'm going to get things moving, and I will see you guys on the next video. God bless all of you. Bye for now. There is that island they're always talking about. Look at this bridge. I am crossing over Lake Michigan over there.
Wow, this is really cool.
On the left. Lake Huron, I think, on the right. I remember my This is so freaking cool. You hear that? That is so cool. I have to document this experience. It just sounds like an instrument if you ride across it. I love the Great Lakes.